Welcome to greencardguys.tv. You need to know this. Do not give up on your legal status. Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our CARES team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon. All right, what's happening? How y'all doing? All right, hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Hope you're doing well. Happy to answer immigration questions. Welcome to hang out for about 10, 15 minutes. I'll be here live for 10, 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Depends on your questions, okay? How many questions you have and whatnot. I can share with you that there's a lot of immigration problems. You know that already. By now, if you've been following the channel for quite a while, you know that already. And hopefully, you don't suffer those problems. All right, let's get going here on the live. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. How's everyone doing? All right, this is good. Good spot right there for you guys. That shows up. Oh, there we go. So let me back that up a bit. Okay, it's a little close. Okay, there we go. So gotta get this set up. All right, so if you have any immigration questions, welcome to ask. Don't be shy. This is not a webinar format, so it's not a specific topic. If you do want a more like a specific topic that you want to learn about, you can go to my LINK, all right, and sign up for one of the webinars, which I'll have tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will likely not be live around this time. I'll have a specific webinar that I'll share with y'all, okay, or have going for y'all. Thought I could figure this out. Okay. Anyways, so if you have any questions, welcome to drop in the comment section. If you want to join live, you can do that to ask your question as well, because some of you might have a very specific situation that need to share more details. Alrighty. If you're joining for the first time, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from, the city and state, or the country. I see we have a New Zealander. Is that right here? Okay. By the way, on TikTok, oh boy, TikTok has changed a bit since it was banned for 12 hours in January. Sometimes some comments are hidden and I can see the comment, but there are other times where your comment, I do not see it. So if I don't answer your question, that could be the reason. All right, I try my best between all different platforms to answer your question. Let's see here. Welcome, welcome. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States, helping you secure your legal status because the government does not care at all. Okay, if you're new to this channel right here at Green Card Guys, put in the number 1 for first timer, okay? And as a first timer, don't be shy to ask a question, okay? Because I truly try my best to help save y'all 3 digits, okay? You can use that 3-digit fee that you would normally pay an attorney, go on vacation, or at least that only covers the hotel, right? Or Airbnb. Maybe only the laundry fee for the Airbnb, my goodness. Let's see here. Thanks for joining. Now, if you're a client, you don't have to tell me that you're a client. Some of you have different usernames. I can't tell. But please know, this is actually one of the best ways to get hold of me is through the live show. But of course, if you're not a client, well, whether or not you're a client, you need to know this. We use a shared inbox, okay? Shared email inbox. So if for any reason I'm not available for 1 hour, my associate's not available for 1 hour, we help each other out, okay, to reply to emails. it's very important that we, as a law firm, reply to emails in a timely manner. Now, we're not crazy about it, right? We're not like, I don't think anyone likes email management. It's a skill that we have to learn through experience. But we know that there's a lot of concerns out there. So we try our best to reply back in 24 hours if it's a weekday. Obviously, if you email us at like 6 p.m., everyone's off on a Friday, usually no one's going to reply until Monday. All right. By the way, if you're new, I do try my best to answer the questions, right? So, and I try to do it in an order. So, a little housekeeping here. You don't have to copy and paste your questions. I don't even think that helps for the algorithm. If you do want to help for the algorithm, please tap the screen and click the bell or and share the channel. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to definitely answer your questions. There's at least 4 scenarios that you probably need to contact an attorney if you don't have one already. Number 1, when you receive a request for evidence letter in the mail, RFE. And if it's a marriage type case, one of the first things that they put on there is that they actually suggest to you as a checklist is birth certificate of any children that you may have together. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. Of course you would provide a birth certificate if you had a child together. So look, they're not trying to help you all. That's why you need an attorney if you don't have one already. Now, and you only have about 84 days, 87 days to reply back to that. And you might think, oh, that's no big deal. I got plenty of time. Well, if you really know yourself, then you should know some of y'all are procrastinators. Look, if you're a procrastinator in school, in high school, in college, it's probably the same in real life as an adult. Well, of course, real life as an adult. So you just got to know yourself. Check yourself and know yourself. Okay? Because you don't want to miss a deadline. You've already waited so many months and you finally get some letter, you open it, and you're like, God damn, it's an RFE. Okay, second scenario, notice of intent to deny. Some of you received that letter in the mail or in the online account. You might think like, does this mean denied? No, do not give up. You still have a chance. But this is why I put that in the second scenario. You only have 30 days or less. And let's say you get the email in your the notification in your email inbox, and it says like you have a notification. It doesn't email you to say you have a notice of intent deny notice or anything like that. Some of y'all are busy. I get that, but you might wait a couple days to check your online account. And you're like, what the hell is this? You've lost time. Okay. You do not want to lose time. This is like a fucking race. Okay. It's a marathon to start the case. Okay. When you file the case, it's a marathon. When you get one of these RFEs or notice of intent to deny or deny letter, which is the third situation, it's a sprint. Okay, it's a sprint. I used to run cross country. I used to run track. They had 800 meters. I know what it's like to be in 2 different situations in that sense. Okay, so you want a legal team that is proactive and understands these things. You know, we're not a law firm that waits until like if you're a client and we get an RFE and we actually received it and we read it, we're not going to wait a week to contact you. Oh yeah, we need to contact that client. No, we contact the same day. Okay. All right. So I see. Yes, Monique, you may have missed that. If you're new to the channel, I do answer questions, but I always got a spiel that I got to share because some of y'all are new. So you're the New Zealander marrying a U.S. Can you leave the country for a holiday before lodging the marriage? You mean to file them? Maybe you should get on because I don't. Let's see if I can get you on. Let me see if I can find your name here. So if you're new, don't be shy. You're welcome to join as a guest. I can't see your name on here. Like when you comment, it doesn't let me click it. But if you join as a guest down below on the side, right here, then it says guest or 2 little people there. All right, so Or maybe that's you. No, not you. But in the meantime, let's get the next person up. Ak. Why does this time out? Okay, there we go. What's up, Ak? How can I help you?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me. I have a question regarding I-130.
Sure thing.
I came here on tourist visa in 2023, and I got married with a green card holder, and we mistakenly filed only I-130. And now I'm out of status for more than 1.5 years.
Oh, by the way, is there another device that you're on the last show?
What?
I hear an echo.
I don't know.
Okay, let me see. Can I disconnect you and you join again?
Join again?
Yeah, maybe that's a concern or something.
It's my
oh,
first time.
Oh, your first time?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I don't know.
That's okay. It's not your fault. Let me disconnect you. You just join again, okay? Let me do that right now.
Okay.
Sometimes audio issues. Sometimes it may do that because I assume incorrectly that you may have another device, but that could be why. Who knows? Let's see. Let's get her back on. Hello.
Hello.
It's still here echo. But that's okay. Can you hear the echo?
No.
Oh, let's go. Okay, I'll try my best here. So you only filed I-130, and you haven't done anything else since then.
And because I filed by myself, and of course it has mistakes and lack of evidence. And soon my husband is gonna get his citizenship, and I was wondering, can I refile it or fix it somehow, or I cannot do anything.
So you only filed I-130, but what's the actual mistake on the form?
What?
Is there a mistake on the form?
Yes.
When your husband's going to be a citizen, gets to take the oath ceremony, then you can file the 485 with more evidence.
So what about I-130? Like I can fix it with adjustment of status like application?
Yes, you can. And also, do you have an online account? Like,
yes.
You try to upload more marriage evidence as a PDF. Did you try that?
Can I upload them now? More evidence?
Yeah, you can try that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Because I read that USCIS should send me a request for evidence, and then I can submit stuff.
I recommend not waiting, since you already know you're lacking something. Okay, does that help a little bit? You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to contact my team to schedule a meeting if you would like to go through it together.
And I also want to ask one thing. My husband is gonna go to military, National Guard.
Oh, okay. That's very nice.
Is it gonna help somehow?
How did you enter America?
What?
Did you enter America with a visa?
Yes.
Then him going to military doesn't help you. It's not necessary.
But he will get his citizenship like in 2 months.
Oh, okay, that's good.
There is a hope that I can fix I-130, right?
What do you mean for fix? Is it just the evidence that's a concern?
Yeah, because there is a mistaken application and then lack of evidence, and under Trump administration, I think like they will just deny my case and send me to court.
I if it's a true marriage and you have some evidence and you can upload it as soon as possible, then
I have so many evidence.
yeah, that's good. But if you need a team to help you, please let us know. Okay.
Okay, I'll contact you.
All right. Good luck to you.
Mhm.
Bye.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's. Could y'all hear the echo? Can you guys hear the echo over there? Sorry, that's more on my end, I guess. I thought it was. Let me just add something here. All right, I see some. Oh, this is leaning. Great. There we go. That's better. Just bring this down. Okay, cool. Prunell asks, how does she know that there are mistakes? Did USCIS send you an email? So sometimes like you can realize it after the fact if you review it again. Maybe people like talk to other people like or an attorney. And that's the thing. Some of y'all are a little bit quick to file it. I don't know about Ox situation, but some are like, hey, can always ask us, can you file it? Can you mail it ASAP? It's like, yeah, we would love to also because the government can take a long time. But look, we have a due diligence process to make sure everything's correct. And there's a reason why you hire us, right? You don't hire us only to just file quickly. Okay. So let's see here. Sorry, I got to update a team member on something right here. Let's see. Okay. By the way, if your case is delayed or denied or delayed or stuck, please let me know in the comment section. Okay. Put the letter D for delayed. Okay. If your case is delayed, then this is what you can do. Go ahead and put the month and year that you filed in the comment section, and then what kind of case it is. But here's the deal. I just finally created a survey. Sorry, this is why I was a little bit later today. I just created a survey. It's just a few questions to understand where your case is located, or in that sense, when you filed it. And our team will do a courtesy for you on how long the case is taking. Okay, if it should be if it's tracking correctly, or if there's a new trend that particular application is taking too long. Okay, so because I do get a lot of these questions, feel free to put your information in there. Now, you don't have to add your name or email, but if you do want those courtesy updates, then we would need your name and email. Okay, we don't intend to spam anyone unless you want information. So let's see. Let me get to some of the questions. Jessica asks, is this mass deportation affecting people that have fingerprints on their 601A waiver for the last 2 years? Which I guess how long yours is taking. So it's okay to have biometrics taken in that sense, okay? Because some people are concerned both ways. Some people are like, I don't have an application on file. Should I register? I can't advise you to do it or not, to register or not, but we have an email if you want email information, some guidance on whether you should file or not. I just feel like just the main reason why I'm on a social media here, live show, is to share that information. We don't gatekeep here. Okay, we love to share. So much so I bought a freaking TV just to make it easier for y'all to see some of this information. Okay. So so if you're on YouTube and LinkedIn, I'm sorry, YouTube and Facebook, that's the LINK that you'll see. And you just scroll down. I think we put the prompt, is your case delayed? And take the poll. So that's free. Okay. And I think my team can provide you some courtesy updates on your case. Maybe. I can't overpromise, but that's our goal. Let's see. All right, so Jessica, about that mass deportation question, it's definitely a serious concern. There are people getting picked up, but the people that are specifically getting picked up from the quote unquote streets is the is from student visa holders, the people who actually do have crimes. You all just gotta watch. It's sad to say, like even U.S. citizens have to watch out, especially at the airport, right? So it's very concerning, and that's why any kind of trends I receive, please share. Or if y'all have trends or you see something, please share the video, and I can verify. I'll try my best to verify. I really try my best not to just repost videos of other people's situation unless I can more quickly identify if it's true. Okay. All right, let's see here. I think someone else wanted to join live. Navi? Okay, let's get you on, Navi. Joe at, if you click the LINK consultation. Hey, Navi, what's going on?
Yes, sir. I entered without inspection, married to a U.S. citizen, got my I-130 approved, and then filed a I-601A waiver. I got that approved too. Then a case went to NVC. Now it's 5 months. I'm documentary qualified. So since I'm from India, what is the backlog there? What should I expect to when they are like scheduling an interview for
Yes.
IR1 visa?
This is based on U.S. citizen spouse?
Yes.
Okay. And you're in America now because you filed waiver?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
5 months DQ. Usually across the country, across the world, we say about 6 to 12 months for after DQ for interview. But yeah, yours India. I haven't heard significant problems of it for that over there. Not as bad as like Pakistan, but
Okay.
you're at 6
Yeah,
months.
I just know
Okay.
some people getting interviewed in 10 months, some like still waiting for 14 months.
Yeah. Yeah, for this, hopefully you don't need our service to sue the government, but for a mandamus lawsuit on after DQ, document qualified or complete, we file it after 1 year after you receive the email documentary completed. So hopefully you get the interview sooner than 1 year. Okay, but if you don't, contact us. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Nani. And the thing is, y'all might be wondering, like, well, is it worth it to sue? Like, does it really work? Yes. I mean, if it didn't work, well, it doesn't work for everyone, right? We do update our chart that we call it, our unreasonable timing chart. What is unreasonable timing to wait for one area of the country might be different in a different area of the country. Let's say East Coast, West Coast, middle of America in that sense. It shouldn't be much different. But, for example, I talked to the attorney in Maryland, and they said for mandamus cases, they had to wait 5 years over there for some reason. And that might be because the office over there for asylum office, they have like significantly way more applications than the Houston asylum office. So it just depends, right? But most of the time, it works. You just have to do it. Okay, don't be shy. The officers, the USCIS officers, the State Department officers, they usually, as far as I know, they don't even know if you sue the government or not. They don't care. They're just working. They're just trying to do their own job. It doesn't affect them. They got to review the file anyway. All right, we got Afla Toon. What's up, Afla Toon?
Hey, how are you, sir? Everything good?
Good, thank you. How can I help you today?
Sir, I have a quick question. I applied for my wife. She came, she got a interview with Islamabad embassy, and she came in visa. She got a medical exam, everything done. She is already in America, but she's eligible now to apply for the adjustment of status in America
Mhm.
after 1 year completed. But what is the fee for the green card? They charge or not charge?
She came out from outside America. She had the interview abroad, right? And then came in.
Yeah, I'm a asylum seeker. Like I have a green card through my asylum.
Uh-huh.
And I applied for her I-730.
Okay. Yeah, there's something called the USCIS immigrant fee. Did you pay that? It's like
Some people say they're free or something that they will charge you fee. I don't know what is the exact situation.
yeah, it is. You might have to email us because there's a website you gotta pay the I think it's $235, maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to click on it right now, okay? Sounds like you didn't do that yet, right?
Yeah.
For your wife. And that's okay. I mean, well, it's not okay. You need to do it, but otherwise your wife be like, what the heck's going on? But it's okay that you don't know. Don't feel bad because the government doesn't explain this, right? Okay, so yeah, they don't explain it. It's very frustrating. Usually they have some kind of paper about it though on the visa packet, but maybe she didn't have that, so you never know, right? So I was trying to look it up for you. I believe it's $235. They increased it the other day, or I mean last year. Let's see. Yeah, $235. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the fee for the green card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. When someone has the interview outside America and then comes in, yeah, usually you can pay that fee even before coming into America. So you want to do that as soon as possible because it's not like a quick turnaround. You pay the fee, it doesn't come next week. You know, it could be like a couple weeks. Some people have been waiting like 3 months, unfortunately. So
When I applied for her, like I-730, that she was labor from government. She already in America. After 1 year, she eligible to apply for the green card. I don't know that was charged or not. To the green card.
yeah, they still charge for the green card. Yeah, nothing's free in America, unfortunately. Even the air we breathe.
And another question, sir. My son is in Islamabad legacy. I applied for have everything done in the US, but the interview is not stuck in Islamabad legacy up to like 3.5 years. What can you do with this thing?
You apply for who? And it's been waiting 2.5 years?
For my son.
And where he's abroad also? Outside America?
Yeah, outside of America.
Uh-huh.
Basically.
Are you a green card holder or a resident? I mean, or a citizen?
No, I'm a green card holder.
Okay, well, that's the reason why. So did you filed for your son? How old is your son? Over 21?
2 years. He's a baby.
Oh, baby, congratulations to you. 3 years old is always difficult with a boy. I got a 3-year-old. Good luck to you. And he's outside America. You've F2A. Did you file the petition with for your wife at the same time?
No, he came before he was born before my wife's visa. When I applied for a separate application,
Oh, okay.
I-130, but in one day they approved it like 130. They're now stuck in Islamabad. I don't know what to do or to get a schedule for the interview. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a good example of we're trying to provide some resources for you guys. Please, you're welcome to click on my link, okay, on the respective channel, so I can learn more information and see if we can help you, okay? Because I need more information to be able to help you.
Yeah.
But I don't like when did you file it, things like that. He's 2 years old, so that's a good thing in that sense. But depending on the situation, we could email you some resources because right now you have to depend on the visa bulletin. Or pretty soon, like you said, your wife's petition got approved in like a day. That's amazing. That happens for like 0.0% people.
I-130 petition for your son. One day I was surprised.
Yeah, petition. Oh, for your son. Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Oh, for my son,
Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, now it's the priority date. That's the problem. Waiting a long time for
Okay.
that. Yeah, I do
Thank
need
you
it.
so much. I will click your link and I will send you a mail to update more information on something.
Okay.
We're discussing by email. Thank you so much, sir, for the information.
Thank you, sir. All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Take
Have a
care.
good day, sir. Hold on.
All right. All right. If anyone else has a question, don't be shy. Even if this is your first time, it's not like you had to be here 5 times. I don't do any kind of requirement like that. Just jump on in, click on right here, right there. I think that's where it shows up. Guest right there. Okay. What's up, the G on YouTube? Good to see you. So I'll probably be here for about 5 to 10 more minutes. Okay. Got another. Got another meeting right after this. All right. Private eye, change of address. Can you get deported? You're trying to renew expired 10-year GC. You don't remember if you notified USCIS of your change of address. Well, you need a lawyer if it's the wrong address. No, I don't think you need a lawyer in that kind of situation. Did you file your I-90? Is that what you did already? If you did, then you can file a change of address online. AR11, if you Google search it, it should hopefully take you on the first or second search result should take you there. Okay. Of course, anytime you Google search something, you want to get to the government website, make sure is .gov at the end, not .com. Go to .com. That's some private company. Okay. So be careful about that. Don't be giving other companies your information if you don't know what you're filling out. Okay. We're very, Dodo, do you need a real ID if you're going to DR? That's right. You're trying to go in July. Did you renew? Do you have one of those stars on your Texas driver license? I don't know. I don't remember if yours did. Okay, oh man, I need to write this down. All right. I need to write this down. There's so many things I need to update you all about. I either need to record a video or just email y'all. So if you're a little shy and you're like, don't want to join live or ask a question, that's okay. But maybe you want more information, then go to my LINK. Okay. How do you do this? Okay. For those on TikTok, you go to my profile, Green Card Guys. By the way, this is my only profile. There's some fake ones out there, I'm sure. I don't have like underscore or anything like that. This is me. They're going to steal my picture. I'm sure there's some out there. I know that on TikTok, Instagram, just watch out, okay? I don't ask for any money straight from this platform. I don't have a TikTok shop. I'm not selling t-shirts, although that would be a good idea. I'm not, so this is the link, okay? ZAAP.bio/Green Card Guys TikTok. And then you can open in browser, okay? And so that gives you opportunity to go to, not that one. Okay, well, you have some options. Oh, you have the option to sign up for a webinar, schedule a pre-qualified session. But look, if you just want some information, like you want to receive our like monthly emails, we try our best not to spam y'all, but there's a lot of information to share with y'all, a lot of problems. Just enter your information on that free guide, okay? Or that free to sign up for the newsletter. Yeah, a tutor, exactly. But you might already have a driver license that's compliant with the Real ID Act. Okay, so we'll send you an email, okay, about that, tutor. If you haven't found information about that, I'll just write that down. See, look at that, real time. Real time, we can do that. Maybe not like in this moment, but maybe after the show. All right, so let's see here. Superior, you want to consult with me? All right, so here we are. Thank you so much for even considering me. I know there's a lot of immigration attorneys out there, a lot of good ones. I'm friends with a lot of good ones. Okay, but if you want to meet with one of my associates, of course I trust them. With my own case, if I had a case, I would trust them, of course, because I trained them, and they have their own number of years of experience. If you want to meet me virtually, like using Google Meet, that's this number, this digits right here. Hopefully, it's large enough. And then at the office in H Town, Clutch City in Houston, that's what they call themselves apparently. It's this amount right here. Okay. So hope that helps. And to get to that, you can click on the LINK, like I shared earlier. YouTube, it's that one. All right, let's see. Did someone else want to join? Yes. Malian Lambda. Hello, Malian.
Yes, I do have a questions. I got married since 2016, and then my I-7051 is stuck since then. So I don't know what to do.
Stuck since 2016?
No. So basically, I sent my everything by 2016.
Oh, that's when you got. Well, when did you
Yeah.
file the 751 application?
2-year anniversary.
Okay, when was that? The month and year. I don't know what that is, so can you share that with us?
Yeah, I think 2019.
2019. Okay.
Yes.
Your 751 still pending. Have you checked the online receipt number online yet? I'm sure you have.
Yes. I checked that.
Okay, so unfortunately, we have to file a lawsuit. So when your case, just like many others, other applications, that was right before the pandemic, and also the 751 remove condition application usually take a long time. Before it used to be like 2 years, now it's 3 to 4. It's
Okay.
that's why yeah. So we have, you could click on my LINK.
Okay.
There's information. You can schedule a
Okay.
meeting. And so, have you talked to a lawyer about mandamus lawsuit?
No, and also I was just on TikTok and I saw you
Okay,
and I have joined it. And my other question is
Sure.
also, somebody told me that I can apply for U.S. citizenship. I don't know if
Yeah.
that is
yeah.
to-
Since you have plenty of years as a resident, if you want to become a citizen, then I recommend that instead of the
but
lawsuit.
Also,
Uh-huh.
I am divorced. I'm not sure.
How long were you? Well, divorce is fine. But how long are you a resident? Just to make sure, 6 years, 8 years, right?
I've been in the U.S. as a student since 2011,
Okay.
and then I got married 2015. I submitted my application on 26. I got married 2015, and then I submit my document 2016.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then it sounds like you already have 5 years
Yes.
as a resident.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 years as a resident. So that's all that matters when you're not married or you're single or separated.
Okay.
Okay. hmm
Okay.
Yeah. So contact my team and click on this one. Okay, the pre-qualify, and just pay this amount during the live show. We try to make it really cost effective for y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Malian.
Thank
Follow
you
for
very
more.
much, sir.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Did she take the screenshot? I was like, I thought I heard a screenshot, or did I do that? On the phone or iPad, you can tap something, it'll take the shot. But that's all good. If you want to take, you know what? I gotta do this. I gotta move this. There's the phone number. You see the phone number. So we have team members answer the phones. They're client care specialists right there. Okay. So they'll help you out. Heard anything on your case? Okay. Arturo, I got to contact my team member about that right over here. But I'll ask them what's going on with the prep phase of your case. Okay. What we want to do for your case is, get it prepped up, you go get married, and then we can file it. Okay. So this is a good example. Like anytime a client has a question, for example, or there's a long delay on a case, they're depending on the situation with Trump administration, for example, you might want to pivot different strategies. And so some clients want, oh, that's okay, Marlon. Maybe you want to do that again. Well, let me get out of the way so you can get the phone number right there. No problem. Hopefully it's large enough. Okay, let's see. Let's get the next person. Marky, 2510. And then D is on deck. Hello, Marky. Hi.
Hi, John. Can you hear me?
Yes, how can I help you?
Yeah, question.
Sure.
Yeah, my son actually will be called, but I understand that, like for adjustment of status, like regardless of category, you have to go for it. So for parents, adjustment of status, like, is it a norm right now for an interview? Like, yes, yes.
Yeah, traditionally, there's been interviews even for parents, like adult child filing for you. Is that what you mean? Yeah, even of course, except the Biden administration, blue or red party, there's always interviews for that. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know it seems ridiculous, right? But they still do.
Right. And then, during the interviews, what kind of questions that most likely to ask? I know
Um,
a lot about that, what they do, and a lot of evidence.
yeah, they just want to make sure you're not lying. So, I mean, no criminal history. So, when have you filed the 485 application?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I would rely on the questions on that, the 485 application. Sometimes about, I mean, not sometimes, it is about verifying the relationship to make sure it's biological relationship. It can be like a step parent situation, but depends on the age that you got married. But it depends on the situation. Okay. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely not like a marriage type question, not like that kind. So, but yeah, just rely on that. Of course, I could share more, but that'd be like a strategy session that you would need to schedule. Okay, but just kind of give you a leg up. Hmm.
So, for like a speeding ticket, would you consider it as a red flag?
So that's the thing with us immigration lawyers. Generally, no, not a red flag because that doesn't make you inadmissible. But they want to know about it. At this point, I would just share it if you had something, okay, and you paid it off or something.
Right.
Mhm.
485 didn't ask for that.
No,
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Thank you, John.
you might want to check the 485 application. There is a question that says towards the back that says, "Have you been arrested, cited, or detained?"
Uh-huh.
So if you've been cited, if you had a traffic ticket, that's a citation.
Uh-huh.
So in a way, it does ask. Does that make sense? So
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know what we know, right? Yeah, like just that one word makes a huge difference. But generally, it's not a big deal, right? But in the Trump administration, they're being nitpicky, right? Even the student visa holders, how nitpicky is that? It's crazy. It's- so
It's the bonus. I mean, if they can fix it, actually fix it right now. It's too late.
fix what? Your application?
Yeah, I think I have a speeding ticket.
Yeah, you can fix it when you're at the interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just let them know. It's like, oh, officer, when you get to that point in the application, so officer, this is I meant to for that question, that page number, I meant to put yes, not no, and here's why. All right. And some people, most of the officers say, oh, traffic ticket, no big deal, but thank you for letting me know. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, John.
All right, you're welcome. Follow up more. Take care, Marky. Bye bye. All right. Let's see here. Right. All right, next person is D. What's up, D? How can I help you?
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, good day. So I am in the process of sending off my paperwork. My husband is filing for me, but I did most of the paperwork and he goes through these parts and everything okay. So now for our payments, we'll be paying from our joint checking account.
Mm-hmm.
We do have checks that we use to pay our rent. Whose name should we be putting out in the check? I'm gonna be the one going to the post office to mail it off and everything.
The check to pay USCIS? That doesn't matter.
Yes,
The name
personal
of
checks.
uh-huh. The name, like the
So
owner of the account? Is that what you mean?
it's both of us name on the account.
Uh-huh.
It's our checking account.
Uh-huh.
So I'm asking, like, on the checks that we're gonna use to do the payment, should it be in the petitioner's name or the beneficiary's name?
Oh, I see. Well, if you both have names on that, you're both supposed to technically sign the check anyway. And you just put memo in the memo line on the left, bottom left. You can put both your names
Yes.
also, I suppose. Who signs the check doesn't matter. They don't care about that part.
Yeah, I wanted to know if
Uh-huh.
yeah, because I'm gonna be sending it off like tomorrow, but my husband has traveled for work.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be the one going to the post office to drop it off and stuff.
Okay.
So I wanted to know if the check has both of our names on it.
Okay. Yeah, as far as I know, my law school, what they taught me about checks, both people are supposed to sign it, but in terms of immigration purposes, they don't care who signs it. They just want to get paid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I guess I can put either one of us name. Okay, I understand.
What do you mean put each one of name where? You talking about signing it or putting the name in the memo line? Just to make sure what you're
A
asking.
friend of mine did it, but she is the petitioner. So what she did, she put in the memo section like her husband's name, and
Okay.
she put like for John
Uh-huh.
I-485,
Okay.
and then she signed it at the bottom.
Oh, okay. It's for your friend. It's not for you.
No, that's what she do, but I don't know if that's what I should do. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
asking.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure because there's a bunch of places to put names or whatnot. But yeah, that like if you're talking about the memo line, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I could put for and then my name because
Mhm.
it's mine, but then at the bottom I could just write my husband's name. It's not a signature, it's just basically
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
to
You
print
can
your name.
just put both your names. That's fine. The memo line. Now,
Okay.
since you're mailing with check, just make sure that when you go to a post office or UPS, you FedEx, obviously those FedEx and UPS will give you tracking number. Always pay for tracking if you go with USPS priority. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. So
All right.
keep us updated. All right. Take
Thank
care.
you, I will.
Bye bye. All right. Well, look at that. Maybe that was the easiest question of the day, but even then, I walk you through it, right? So happy to do that. Happy to save y'all 3 digits, y'all. To speak to attorney doesn't even matter what kind of area law. It usually costs 3 digits, and this is precisely why we offer this. Okay, like if you read our Google reviews, I hope you do read them. It's 4.9 stars, 999 stars. We try our best to please our. We're not here to please y'all in a sense, right? We're here to update y'all in a timely manner. We hope that everyone's happy, but there are some people that, just had a bad day kind of situation. We definitely are respectful for everyone. But the thing is, that's like a miracle if any company can be 5.0. Let's see here. Hope you all doing well today. For those that just joined, my name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States, helping you solve your immigration problem. Arturo, thank you so much for your recommendation. Arturo says he really recommends us. Um, so somehow we went to Reddit and searched our own name because it popped our law firm name, Green Card Guys, popped up on the first page of Google on Reddit. We clicked on it, and someone was asking about us versus like some other law firm, I think. So that was actually nice. And then someone commented, "Oh, I wouldn't go with that law firm with green card guys because of the name. I guess because it's like a catchphrase." So this just goes to show, like, whichever professional you want to hire, it doesn't fucking matter about the name. Clearly, if anything, I thought it was very intentional of what we do. Uh, so, anyways, just read the Google reviews, okay? Read them because I have people that contact us and share with us that they have a lawyer, and I'm like, okay, based on what you're saying, it doesn't sound like you actually have a lawyer. It sounds like more like a consultant or something. So just be careful. It's not so much in the name, it's more about the reviews. Read them. Okay. Let's see. Jeannie, you got your green card and you've been here in April in America since April 12th. Can you travel to Philippines to get your daughter? Was your daughter gonna have does your daughter have a visa or got status through you also? If you have your physical green card, the resident status, which I think is looks more like blue anyway, then yeah, you can travel. But look, you have to have a game plan. You have to have a strategy plan in terms of traveling. Okay? Even US citizens need to have a strategy plan. We've been getting contact by US citizens these days about traveling, and that is completely understandable. We're happy to talk to anyone. The thing is, you have to have the actual card and don't stay in the Philippines or wherever too long. Just you gotta have to act like it's a military mission. Like get your daughter and come back. Don't stay too long. That's just the reality these days. Because even U.S. citizens are asked, why'd you stay in whatever country or outside America too long? It's like who the fuck cares? Like that. But what they're trying to figure out, you have to understand the other side. Sorry, excuse my French. You have to understand the other side is that the government is trying to detect in some silly way, as if you were just going to reveal to them. They're trying to detect if there's you have any kind of participation or supporting terrorist activities. That's what they're claiming, of course. Otherwise, why else? What else would they? It's crazy. Okay, sounds good, Jeannie. Glad to hear. Manoj, sorry if I mispronounced your name. You received 11 days ago a mail. Do you mean email? That USCIS has, we've taken action on your case. I'm writing that down. I need to record a video about that. We've taken action on your case. Okay, so sometimes they actually do. Sometimes it could be RFE. Sometimes it could be an NOID, could be a decision letter, could be interview notice, or sometimes they did not actually take any action, and you're like, what the hell? So, what happens to us too? We get an email, like for H-1B, we get those emails, of course, when they've been selected or not selected in the lottery, and but sometimes when we check for our clients, it doesn't show up anything. So. Yeah, just keep that in mind. Not that is normal, unfortunately. Okay, if anyone's wondering, like, you're welcome. If anyone's wondering, like, oh, how do I apply for this or that, like, or you don't even know if you're eligible for something, then you want to go click on the webinar option right there, webinar option. I'm going to try to have one tomorrow. Okay, going to be talking about the L visa mostly. Happy to talk about other things, but mostly about the L visa. And I call that the loophole, the legal loophole. Okay, especially if you have a sibling, you file a petition for your sibling, or even F2B. It's taking a long time, and we know it's going to take a long time for family preference cases, like years. Not like, oh, it might take 2 years or less. No, anything family preference will usually definitely take more than 2 years. In F4 family sibling category, that's going to take like 10 years. So L visa, I'll go into it more tomorrow, but go to this option in the LINK and scroll down and click on the webinar. And then there's a drop down menu for work visa. Click on that, okay? Let me see here. Youngest lad, you have an interview, but they canceled it due to change your address. You moved upstate to New York. Oh man, so close. What is it, going up to Buffalo or something for you? And you're asking how long does it take USCIS to reschedule? I have no idea. I don't know. I'll just be making that shit up. I don't know, to be honest. But I anticipate it's not going to be that quick. Let's see here. Chillin'. What's up, Sarah? Good to see you. Chilling with. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Chilling with Jade. What option does someone have? You just received a 2-year GC. You're asking for a friend, probably, and their spouse filed for divorce after. Okay. There's U.S. citizen spouse filed for divorce already? Man, they were just waiting to hop out. Goodness sakes. It's like Kim Kardashian or something. Less than 60 days. My goodness. Well, glad your friend knows now. So, yeah, I mean, nothing you can do now other than your friend needs to maintain any up-to-date marriage evidence of marriage. Not the marriage certificate, but like, let's say any trips they took together, because they could have more evidence right after they got approved, or he or she got approved with the 2-year card. But if they got divorced getting pretty quick and there's not much left, right? So, and so eventually your friend will likely have to write a letter, like a statement, explaining a situation as far as he or she knows why the ex wanted to file for divorce. Okay. Yeah, because the concern, of course, is if there's potential fraud. And your friend presumably has nothing to do with that. All right. So if there's a way we can help your friend, it likely will be about 1.5 years from now. Let's see. Your husband has Angelina. Your husband has asylum and changed his status, being married to you. Okay, so he has a resident status now. He has what? Oh, that asshole. This dude left Angelina after getting papers. Is that what you wrote? And you're the citizen. What a punk ass. Okay. I don't know what to tell you in that situation, but the only only the work permit and social security card. So what you can do then is file a withdrawal letter to USCIS. You mail it in, snail mail. If you have an online account for your I-130, then you can upload it there and see if the thing is, very few times USCIS will send you something back saying, thank you very much for updating us. Like a confirmation that you withdrew your application. They usually don't send something like that. But you don't know if they did I-130? Well, if you're the U.S. citizen, you're the one that files I-130. Who? You mean you hired someone? Oh boy. It was a lawyer. But yeah, but you sign it. You got to know what you're signing, y'all. Whether you're a U.S. citizen, resident holder, or you don't have any status, you have to remember what you signed. And so for us, our team, we provide the documentation, we provide the forms that you need to review and sign, and we also provide that copy to you after we file it to USCIS, so that you feel secure, peace of mind that you have it there, okay, available for you. So since it was a lawyer, you have one, then ask that lawyer for the fucking paperwork. Okay, ask the lawyer for the information. All right, we got Edward on. Sorry, hopefully that helps. Angelina, why are you confused? You might have to join live, Angelina. Maybe I'm confused. You're the U.S. citizen, though. Angelina, you are the U.S. citizen. You got to control the ball game here. All right. If you want to join live, you can do that down below. All right. We got Edward on YouTube. Your wife came on K1. You married and filed AOS within 90 days. Okay. Okay, good. Not a ton of evidence at the time of filing. You have been uploading evidence in the portal. Is that advised? Will officer even look at this? They're supposed to know about it. Okay. I haven't seen their screen. I haven't been like, yo, bro, let me look at your computer screen. But they're supposed to have access to it. Okay. That's what I understand until further notice. But I'll always update y'all. Sarah Whiskey, I'm not skipping your question. I did not see your question. But y'all, man, the thing is, like, if I skipped your question, I don't do it on purpose. Y'all are cracking me up. Look, this is like a full-time job doing this live production on multiple platforms. And that's why I try to start the show with that on TikTok, especially lately, before the 12-hour ban or whatever it was in January, I could see y'all's comments or questions, even if they're hidden on your side, I could see it. But after that 12-hour ban, some comments I cannot see. So no, I'm not trying to skip your question. Just type it out again. And if you typed it out again, that's what's weird. That's what's weird because I can see what you just typed, right? That you said still can't see it, right? But I didn't see it. Oh no, tell us to tell you. But here's the thing, like if I can't answer your question in a timely manner, just join live as a guest. That's free. That don't cost money. The other thing is that you schedule a meeting, but the meetings are not free. Okay. Okay. Angelina, so here's the deal. Now you said it was a lawyer. Now you said it's a notary that works for the lawyer that won't give you anything. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Sarah. If you join on YouTube, then I'll more likely see your question because I don't think YouTube hides anything. Okay. Angelina, we gotta talk. You gotta. This really goes for anyone that has a case that's like needs to do something, needs to fire their lawyer, just essentially needed getting a copy of your documentation, copy your package. That's why on day one, when you sign up with us, we share a Dropbox folder. Everything we do about your case is in the Dropbox folder. Okay? So if you have an attorney, you have a law firm that helps you with this case, that's great. But if they don't share the documentation, just ask them, hey, can you share like a cloud folder with me so I can have access to the documents? Because email might work for y'all, but some email, the PDF is quite large unless you zip it, I guess. Do a zip file, convert to zip file. But okay, let's see here. So if your client, whether U.S. citizen, resident, or no status, and you hired a law firm, even if you're working with a notary, that already sounds skeptical to me. Okay, that's very skeptical. The good thing for you is that you're trying to get out of the case. You're trying to get the case done or like canceled or withdrawn, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. But for anyone that you know that you already, look, there's notaries out there that probably follow my channel and ask questions, and I can't tell a difference. But look, if someone actually tells you they're not a lawyer and they don't even work at a law firm, it's probably a good idea. Don't fucking hire them. Sorry, guys. Sorry for those. They don't have a license to practice law. In Texas and in many states, practicing law without a license is a felony. Okay? So I hope that gives y'all some understanding that you probably should not hire them. Okay? Even if they're your auntie or uncle. Because it's like anything in life that you buy or services or a product. Buyer beware. Robert Pan. You're waiting on EOIR to close your case. They received a motion in January 15th. Do I know how long it'll take to close out the case? Ooh, January 15th. So call into the court. Usually it just the average, it seems like a month. There's no like black and white timing in that sense. But just check with the court. Yo, those clerks are your lifeline. Okay. So always be kind. Always be kind to those clerks. Say, this is my name, my how are you doing? You know, I feel like I have to coach you on this because you you need to get some information from them, right? You need that clerk. Or of course you don't say it like this to the clerk. You ask the clerk, I filed a motion, whatever the name of the motion dismissed or something, you know, in January 15th. I would like to, since it's been several months, I haven't seen a decision on that online. Well, you might want to check online. Robert, if you don't have the online website on checking that status, email us. We'll give you the link, okay? And when you email us, just put in EOIR case system or case website, and we'll send it to you. But yeah, if it still shows like case pending or something or court date coming up, then you definitely want to call the court clerk because yeah, 4 or 5 months, 4 months, that's a long time. Okay, Sarah, now I see one question. Can you travel with a dismissed charge? What's charge? Charge? Dismissed case? Motion granted. You got a motion granted? Congratulations for dismissal. Then yeah, you can travel. You're talking about a criminal case? Yeah, even the criminal case, straight dismissal. Then yeah, you can travel. In that sense. Okay, Tammy. I'm checking my timing here. I still have time. Okay. All right, I got about 5 more minutes. If you have a question, you want to take advantage of this time, you got to join as a guest. Because I'll probably prioritize those questions now. But Tammy Joe, you have an unknown neighbor. What? Let me see your question earlier. Immigration says you didn't live where you lived. What? They didn't believe you. Even with the letter from your apartment manager. Okay. So Tammy Joe, you're saying that USCIS doesn't believe that you live with like your spouse? Is that what it is? Like does your lease have both names on it? You have an unknown neighbor. What does that mean? Lease has both names and they still don't believe you? Maybe utility bills, not just your check statements with your name on it, but other utility bills. How do you know they don't believe you? Did they send you RFE? Yeah, so you have all that. They still don't believe you? That's crazy. You might have to contact us then. Not to say we have some special language or something, but depending on how they wrote it, I mean, they're really giving a lot of people a hard time. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have a lawyer, maybe you have one, but if you don't have a lawyer and you haven't filed your case, there's a reason I go live show every time. Look, I enjoy the time together, okay? But these live shows take a lot of my time, right? I try to do 30 minutes to an hour every day, but I can't do that anymore. I have to spread out my time. So here's the deal. There's a reason why myself and I have some immigration attorney friends on YouTube and TikTok, all that as well. There's a reason why we're on the channels as opposed to like another type of area law. Like you probably don't see like a transactional attorney on these channels, but although they do have problems too. So we're sharing this stuff. You said, Tammy Joe says, they said your name was on a lease in error because the manager couldn't find your application. Did they go to your apartment complex? I've heard of that happen. I've I've heard that happen, that they've gone to an apartment complex. So you definitely want to watch out for that. By the way, if you are new to a channel, depending if you're on YouTube and Facebook, right around here, this is where you click follow and subscribe, okay? And the bell, somewhere in the bell. If you're on TikTok, if I do this, follow right here and click the bell when it pops up over there, okay? That's right. Sarah, do you know Tammy? Tammy, schedule a meeting, because that is strange that they would just say in error. I mean, it shouldn't even matter that you file. Yeah, I mean, usually apartment complex, you have to file a tenant application. But look, if you don't have one, so then maybe the apartment manager can like write a letter for you. It's like, I know Tammy, right? Or Tammy's the one that consulted with you. We just, maybe some apartment complexes don't have like an application, doesn't require application for like a co-tenant or subleasee, you know, in that kind of situation. So you're welcome, Robert. But yo, I gotta get going to my next meeting. Okay. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. But again, if you need more details and it's not really not like an urgent situation, especially, but you want more information about like another status, another option for you, click on my webinar option. Okay. That goes a lot more in depth. That doesn't feel like as quick natured like this. Okay. A bit more organized. All right. So thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Have a great evening. Take care.